Hi everyone, my name is Shannon and this is my channel, The Sewing Warehouse. Welcome again this Sunday morning. I have a lovely video for you about my July haul, not just fabric but also some haberdashery items and some patterns. So let's dive into it. First up is this. It's a life changer, guys. This is a phrase stop, and you use it to put it in on buttonholes. So after you sewed them before cutting, you put this on, you let it dry for a little bit, and then you cut it open, and it just basically stops it from fraying. And I've tried this on my latest trousers that I made, and it works really well. It dries really quickly. You only need to use like a teeny tiny bit, spread it out a little bit, let it dry for like half a minute, then you can cut it open, and it even makes cutting it open easier than it does when you don't use it, I found. So all in all, recommend. Bought this on So Essential, so yeah, I'll pop a link below so you can buy it as well, because highly recommend, like I said. Then second up is this one. Some of you might recognize this, but this is the Gutermann Maraflex thread, and basically this thread that has a little bit of stretch. Probably can't see that, but it has a little bit of stretch, so that means that when you sew stretch fabrics on like a normal sewing machine, you don't need to use a zigzag stitch anymore. You can just use a straight stitch, which I just think looks a bit nicer. So yeah, I'm going to be using that on my next project, which is going to be a skirt made out of Pontiroma. Also for the same skirt, I got this. Now this looks like your normal binding, but it's elastic binding. Yeah, so the pattern prescribes to have just a little bit like elastic binding for this because it has a slit. And at first I thought, well, I could just make my own binding from the fabric. I have enough, it'll be fine. Started reading up on it, and it actually turns out it's a little bit more difficult to make binding from stretch fabrics than from woven fabrics. So just to be safe, it's my first stretch project, so just to be safe, bought just some elastic binding. Then this next thing I'm very excited about. Since I'm delving into stretch fabrics now, obviously I'm gonna need a walking foot. Yes, so there's lots of different walking foots you'll find, especially if you go on Amazon, you find them for like really cheap. But after asking some lovely people in the hive mind, I came to the conclusion that just buying like the proper brand one, this is best for my machine. I have a Janelle machine as well, so it's really best. I bought this on a Dutch shop because I was in the Netherlands visiting my family, and I found that actually it's half the price in the Netherlands than it is in the UK. So sorry people, but if you have the option to buy it in the Netherlands, I recommend that because it's the same thing. I don't know how it is that much cheaper, but it still is. Alright, so probably use that today. Exciting. Then I've got some pinking blades. I was considering buying like pinking shears, but actually I have a rotary cutter, and just buying like one blade is just so much cheaper, and I'm just going to use it for one project. So I figured I'll just buy. I prefer using a rotary cutter anyway, so much easier. Then let's go into patterns. I bought the paper cut Nova coat pattern. I've been wanting this for a long time, but I was a bit nervous about sewing a coat. I've never done that, but I feel confident now. Then obviously it was out of stock for my size for the longest time. but I bought this on the fold line, and the nice thing is, like, if the pattern's out of stock, you can just put your email address in and you get a notification as soon as it's back in stock. So I got that email, and I think it was ordered within 2 minutes of receiving that email. But yeah, here it is. I bought the fabric for it already ages ago. So I'll finally get to make that. I'm gonna make a wool version, so I'll probably wait a few months just because it's way too warm to wear it now anyway. So focus on summer project first. And then I've got some buttons, and you'll see in a minute why. I just bought like 10 of these. They're supposed to be white buttons. I expected them to be like more solid white, and they're just a bit like see-through, more transparent kind of white. I don't know if you can see, but they'll do anyway. They'll be fine. Next up, I bought some things to read. Dutch magazine, Knipmode. It has lots and lots of patterns on them. All summer projects, so I can't decide which one to make. But I guess that's a good problem to have anyway, because sometimes you buy these magazines and you're like, oh, I don't really want to make any of them. That's a shame. But yeah, there's that. And then the latest edition of SEOUL. And I like these because, like, it's not just patterns, but it also just has like some lovely stories and some tips and tutorials in them. So that's what I like about this. But the reason I bought this was not one, but two patterns that I love. So first up, you've got the Simplicity K8830. It's a Mimi G style pattern. And I love this one and this one. I've been looking for a blouse pattern, so win-win. And I love this dress as well. Definitely making it. It feels like a bit more intermediate, so I'll put up my skills with the pockets and stuff, especially. So, and well, I mean, the color doesn't look too difficult, but the color as well. And then this skirt. I'd like to make all versions of it, to be honest, except maybe this one. This looks a bit very short, but otherwise the length and like the tie belt and the pockets and just, yeah. So I'm looking forward to making that one. Then it also came with this, just a Simplicity 9231. It's a bit simple, but the thing is, it looks a little bit like the Rochester t-shirt from Maven, and I have that pattern, so except it doesn't have the elastic. I think it's just pleating at the front, so I don't know if I'll make this, but yeah, we'll see. Might do. And then there was these ones as well, which I probably will not make because, yeah, I don't like any of these. So if you want to have this, give me a shout, because I will not use this. It's just a shame. But yeah, get win everything, can't you? So then, of course, I did buy some fabrics as well. I went fabric shopping in the Netherlands with my friend, because I promised to make her a saguaro set. And she wanted it in some viscose, and I've only made it in cotton and linen, so this will have a different look, but she really loved that, and I said, one-time thing. I did tell her, it's a one-time offer, I'll make it for you. So she bought this, but I have it here, obviously, which is some viscose. The light doesn't really do it justice, but it's some lovely, like, purple background with all kind of like flowers on it in different colors, and it looks gorgeous on her, I swear. Like, she's blonde, so it's different than it does on me, but I'm gonna love making this because I've been wanting to make one in viscose because they look absolutely great. Yeah, as you can see, it's completely opaque. It has a lovely drape to it. It's going to be very nice to wear it in the summer. We're going to Greece on holiday together, so we'll be twinning in our Saguaro sets, walking around there. Be fun. Yeah, so that's one. Then obviously I had to buy something for myself as well, which is this one. It's a viscose again. It's very nice. Also again, like, it's a little bit sheer, but might have to line it when I make something in this. But I do like this. It doesn't have any stretch to it. Obviously it does on the bias, but yeah, this is gonna be nice. I wanted to buy 2 meters of this, but there was only 2.8 meters on the bolt, so obviously I took all of it. Yeah, so now I've got 2.8 meters of this. I'm gonna decide what to make of it. Then I've got just some white cotton lawn. Where's some more cotton poplin? Actually, no, I think it's more of a cotton poplin. But anyway, it's just some plain white. So that's why I bought the buttons, which I think will be alright. Yeah, be fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a blouse in this. Got 2 meters of that, and then I also have 2 meters of, again, white, but I don't know if you can see, but it has these like flowers embroidered on them, so it's a little bit different than just plain white. This is more of a cotton lawn. Yeah, this is cotton lawn, the other one was cotton poplin, but you can see it probably better like this. Single layer. See all these lovely embroidered flowers on it. So nice. Yeah, might need lining. As you can see, it's quite sheer, but how lovely would this be in a blouse? Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. So yeah, and I think that was it for this month. Yeah, I don't usually buy so many things in 1 month, because I don't think even this was all of it, because I've showed you some fabrics I bought earlier already this month in my plans video, and also I bought an overlocker, which obviously some threads as well. Was it June? Can't remember. Anyway, lots of projects to get done before summer holiday. Yeah, that was it. I hope you have a good weekend and a lovely summer. Enjoy some sun. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you as usual. Alright, see you later.